So starting to edit, and I realized I didn't do like an intro. Reason being is because I had an idea in my head of how I was going to do the intro after I'd already arrived in the country. I had a specific idea of where I was going to be, and then I ended up not going to that place. And so starting to edit, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't do this. So I picked this country for its history, its location. It's in the Caucasus, former Soviet Republic, and then also just in that general crossroads of different cultures and histories. So Azerbaijan, let's check it out. Here in Azerbaijan, Baku, I got in yesterday, but I mean, I was so exhausted I didn't record anything. I flew overnight Turkish Airlines to Istanbul, and then short layover, and then flew here. It was like 10 hours to Istanbul, hour on the ground, and then it's like 2 hours, almost 3 to Baku. Pretty easy, pretty fast customs. Made a big deal about the visa beforehand. I was like, oh, I printed out a bunch of copies, and then they didn't even like look at the visa. So there you go. But so far, all right, really nice. The weather's nice. It's like high 50s, about 60 degrees with a gentle breeze, so it's a bit chilly, which I like. I just left the War Trophy Park. Probably a separate video or discussion because it warrants one. Yeah, so gonna check out Baku for a few days, and then drive around to a few mountain cities, do a little bit of hiking, and just check out what's in Azerbaijan. So let's do it. And right in downtown Baku, Victory Park. So right through here is a big park. Go check it out. So this was built after the first Nagorno-Karabakh war in 2020. Yeah. So this war is in 2020. Azerbaijan attacked Nagorno-Karabakh or Artsakh, depending on how you see it. An autonomous Armenian republic within Azerbaijan. And yeah, Azerbaijan attacked both the region and the country and Armenia as well. They took parts of Nagorno-Karabakh, and this was like a prelude to the 2022 war, where they did a blockade first and then did a full invasion, and now there are really no Armenians left there. So this is a road crossing, very nice marble with art underneath. So there's the government house of Baku. They started building in 1936, completed in 1952. So it took 16 years to build. It has a number of government ministries in it. And I'm pretty sure this is where they do like big military parades. It's kind of hard to see here, but there's like lanes for driving, and then across is just a huge open pad of asphalt. So yeah, pretty sure this is where they do their military parades and whatnot. And then there's like a little park, amusement park. There's like a swinging ship and the whirly gigs, the flying seats. And here's a fountain, but it's not fountaining. Alright, getting into the old city here in Baku. This whole area in general is a lot more people, a lot more going on, a lot more activity than the promenade near my hotel. And getting into the old city, starting here with the Maiden Tower. So this is a 12th century, possibly a temple, restored in the 15th century with the Sultan's Palace that we're going to go to as well. It's possibly a Zoroastrian fire temple. The main reason thinking it's a Zoroastrian fire temple is because there's 7 exits at the top, and the Zoroastrians believe there were 7 exits to the afterlife. But no one's 100% sure what the original creation of the Maiden Tower was, but this was a very popular symbol of Baku and Azerbaijan. And we're going to check out the rest of the old city now. You can get a ticket for 3 or 4 museums, counting the tower. So for 3 museums, well, the tower, Shirvanshahs Palace, and then museum exhibition, it's 38-39 manat. For the 4 museums, which includes underground bath and a house museum, it's like 41 manat. So I'm going to do the 3. Let's check it out. So one with the 4 museums, because the only difference is 2 manat. Now we're going up the Maiden Tower. View of Baku from the top of the tower. And when I was reading the signs coming up, saying this is also part of defensive fortifications. Whew, gotta catch my breath. So in medieval times there were like 70 towers like this, it said, all around the old city. And there were firing positions. As you're coming up, you can see like the arrow slits in the stairwells. And there was a well for water, like storage areas. So definitely possible. I mean, it was built to be defensive fortification, but it could be both, you know? So yeah, nice views. And here is the well. It is 21 meters deep. Whoa. So very, very deep water. This guy up here is living the life. I'd like to be chilling there with a nice cold beer, maybe a glass of wine, doing the same. So like right down there is right where I came up from, but this just feels like a movie set. It's really busy down there, but you come up like 1 block and there's no one around up here. And it's like this really nice old architecture, flagstones, cobbled streets, like, and there's no one here. So yeah, it just feels like a movie set. So this is the Shirvanshahs Palace in the old city of Baku, built in the 15th century by the Shirvanshah dynasty under Ibrahim I of Shirvan. It was a Persian Islamic dynasty. Then it was conquered by the Safavids in 1501, and then it was conquered by the Ottomans. Sorry, just stop talking for a minute because this policeman came up like right next to me. Yeah, and then it kind of fell into disuse and disrepair for a few centuries and wasn't really used. The rest of the defensive walls in Baku were gone over the centuries, destroyed, and not used. There's only a few foundations left, but this has remained, so let's check it out. Walking into the palace itself now. modern day Azerbaijan and the old Shirvanshahs Empire. So we're here, and then over the next week I'm going to do a road trip and go to Nabala and then up to Sheki and then back around up to Kuba. So perfect. And right off the bat, this was the throne room. It's supposed educated guess. There's a little floating laser throne there. I think it was a throne room based on descriptions and historians describing what the throne room was like. So I think this was it. Talking about the tiles. Oh, 21st century reconstruction. Nah, not as cool. Faruk Yasar, so he built this place, or started the building of it. So I guess that's him. He ruled for 35 years and they were conquered by the Safavids. A very old Quran. Oh yeah. You know I love a scale model. Scale model of the old city. I just think of like Total War. And so that's the maiden tower right there. But I don't see the palace. So this is the Shirvanshah family mausoleum. And so this was from 1435, so almost 600 years old. All right, y'all, bringing the best bathhouse content. You know it, 15th century bathhouse, so definitely one of the older ones I've done on the channel. Only discovered in 1939. Let's see, what does it say? So started during 1436 and was built in 1438. Dang. Almost a 600-year-old bathhouse. I mean, it definitely looks like a hammam. I could go, ooh, oh, you can't go into it, it's locked. Man, I'm always down for a bathhouse. Interestingly enough, the taxis here are like the London cabs. Very interesting to see. I was very surprised, and when I got in one coming from the airport to my hotel. This is a statue to Nizami Genchevi. He was a 12th century poet. I've noticed a lot of monuments to poets here, so big ups to literature and poetry. But a lot of like Islamic areas were all about their poetry, so neat. Day 2 in Baku. Yeah, gonna get up some more stuff today, check out a couple more museums, go to an interesting little thing. Interesting little place online. Really intrigued by it. If it's gonna be interesting or a little kitschy, maybe a little bit of both, let's see. Yeah, walking through Baku right now, just feels it's very chill, very easy place to walk around. Very walkable. Feels very much like a European city. It was part of the USSR, so makes sense as they like to build out their cities to be walkable, wide promenades. Yeah, so not too surprising. There is a metro system here, so might check that out. I actually walked past this yesterday without realizing it, but this is called the Cat's House. You can see there's some little cat statues there, because there's a little guy right there. Because this country, or at least the city, has cats all over the place. Not quite like Istanbul, but very similar. So on the ticket was a house museum for the Soviet artist, well, Azerbaijan during Soviet Union times, Tahir Salakhov. I just see these rugs that I think are funny. So you get the leaders of the Russian Revolution, and then just a couple chill guys, you know, looking like the meme. So let's check out the rest of the house. So I was in the house museum, Tahir Salakhov, and that's all the information I know. Because they had a few paintings, so it was like a couple rooms. There's like 2 upstairs areas that were closed off, a basement that was closed off. Not very friendly staff, but I mean, whatever. They don't need to be like ultra friendly. But then, I mean, just the ticket I got for like, it was 4 things plus the underground bath. It made it seem like they were like really far different things, but the bath was like the bath I saw yesterday, and it marketed it like it was a totally different bathhouse, like fully underground, and it wasn't. And then so there was another museum expedition that was actually in the palace I saw yesterday too. So made it seem like it was 5 things when really it was 3 for like $30. I don't know. I think if you come here, the Maiden Tower is cool to see. The palace is okay. It's a bit small, but it's medieval. It's cool. But it's up to you if you want to pay for that. I think the Maiden Tower is worth it regardless of all of those. So yeah, let's go next to the little interesting, funny area I found. Another marble underpass with some art and music. For those of you that want to go to Italy for a fraction of the price, you can go to Little Venice in Baku. So gonna hop in one of these gondolas and do a little ride around. Don't know quite how big it is, so let's check it out. So you can pay 5 manat per person to go in a group, or 20 to get your own boat. And it's only about 5 minutes. I thought it would be longer. This is what you call a tourist trap. So it's definitely not Venice or even the Venetian in Las Vegas. Like, you can see there's restaurants and stuff here, but it just does like this quick racetrack really fast. But there's like water there, and they don't go there. Yeah, they just went through really quick. I mean, it's not like it's breaking the bank, but it's cheap, but it's still a ripoff. I was thinking of getting food here, but no. But they're just like gunning it and just like blasting music the whole time. So right back through there is the totally legit and not at all rip-off Little Venice. I mean, right along the promenade walk here, My hotel, you can see it's super far away, their side of the yacht club here. And there's this building, which is when I first got here, I thought it was some sort of, you know, concert hall, maybe some government, cool building, but it's just a shopping mall. But then here on the right, get a better view in a second, is the Carpet Museum. And it was designed and built so it looks like a giant rolled up carpet. So I'll get a better shot of it. And then here's another shot of the Carpet Museum. So it's really quite a pretty building. And there's another shot. You can see there how it looks like a rolled up rug. Ah, red bus, just like in London. And good morning from Baku. So gonna leave Baku today. It's my third full day here. Baku is pretty cool. Cooler than I thought it'd be. Not like a dig on Baku at all, but just it was a lot more walkable. A nice old city, and it's like a general nice modern city to walk around in. But looking forward, getting out of the city today, gonna rent a car. So it's a little bright. Renting a car, gonna get out into the mountains, hopefully do a little hiking. I think I'm getting here before it gets too cold and too snowy. There was one town that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to, just because of the conditions of the roads this time of year. But I'm gonna go to a few cities on the west side of them. There's like a main set of mountains going down central northern Azerbaijan. Gonna go to Kabala and Sheki in the northwest these first few days, and then gonna loop back around up to Kusar. Yeah, Kusar on the kind of east side of northern Azerbaijan. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little road trip, rented a car. A little interested. Traffic here doesn't seem too crazy. It's a bit more hectic than in the US, so we'll see how it goes.